Thomas Osborne Davis was a political activist and publicist who left a powerful mark on Irish society, uniting all creeds and classes as a nation. Davis was born on the 14th of October 1814 in Mallow, in 72 Davis Street, where Murphy Brown Auctioneers is now located. He was the fourth and last child of James Davis, a Welsh surgeon in the British Army, and an Irish mother, Mary ní Atkins. His father died a month before his birth, en route to serve in war. His mother was a Protestant related to the clan of Beara in Cork. Davis was a prolific writer and promoter of Irish independence, language and culture. He was the chief organiser of the Young Ireland movement and co-founder of the Nation newspaper.
A people without a language of its own is only half a nation. A nation should guard its language more than its territories. 'Tis a surer barrier and a more important frontier than mountain or river. To impose another language on people is to send their history adrift. How corrupting it is to give up the language of Brian Boru for that of Cromwell. To lose your native language and learn that of an alien is the worst badge of conquest. It is the chain on the soul. Brighter days shall surely come, and the green flag shall wave on our towers, and the sweet old language be heard once more in college, mart and senate. It is not blood that makes you Irish, but a willingness to be a part of the Irish nation.
Thomas's mother had enough money to live on her own and moved back to Dublin in 1818, taking up residence at 67 Lower Baggot Street, where Davis lived until his death in 1845.
Thomas Davis enrolled in Mr. Monken's school on Lower Mount Street in Dublin in 1818, when he was just 4 years old. Even though he was a Protestant, he went to a Catholic school. As a boy, he was serious and thoughtful. He was known to be a daydreamer in class. His fellow students described him as a book in breeches.
Davis had a large store of knowledge from reading, and in 1835 it paid off when he graduated from Trinity College with a degree in logic. While at Trinity College, he became passionate about uniting all beliefs and people as a nation of Ireland.
Davis was a political publicist. In 1841, he and his friends John Blake Dillon and Charles Gavin Duffy set up a newspaper, which they called The Nation. It proved to be a publishing phenomenon, having a readership of 250,000 people. In this new patriotic weekly devoted to the national cause, Davis sought to revive and redefine Irish culture so that it was different from the British culture that was imposed on us.
This is fantastic. Wolfton would be proud.
Don't get so excited. Not everyone agrees. Well, this will at least gauge their interest. Let us educate the strong-minded people of Ireland, scattered throughout the country. Educate that you might be free. Educate that you might be free.
Donation. Outstanding. Genius. You of England is a blighting curse to this country. Emancipation, I say.
Education, I say, to be free. Our schools and universities do not speak Irish, and they do not teach anything Irish. Where is our culture? The Protestants and the Catholic blood is all the same. Educate everyone, educate them together is what I say.
By legal courts and peacefully, Thomas. Peacefully.
Well then, Daniel and Conor, leave the fairies to plough your land and leave the idle widows to sow. You can wait for freedom.
I will go on quietly and slowly, but I will go on firmly and with certainty of success. Certainty of success.
Not blood that makes you Irish, but the willingness to be a part of the Irish nation.
Dáibhís was the chief writer for the Nation newspaper. In the 3 years before his death, Dáibhís wrote hundreds of essays, poems and songs. Dáibhís addressed these to the common people of Ireland. He tried to inspire in them pride in their history, music, art and cultural traditions. Here Dáibhís finds inspiration for another epic ballad, The West Awake.
In the west of Mayo, the land was barren and desolate, completely unsuitable for farming. The people relied on fishing. Their small fishing boats called currachs were small and difficult to navigate in the choppy waves. The relentless rain and winds often threw the boats off course and into the ferocious claws of the Atlantic Ocean.
On stormy days, women anxiously watched while the boat set out onto the crashing waves of the Atlantic.
Was an educated and accomplished woman from a wealthy family in Dublin. She had been engaged to Thomáis Dáibhís for less than a month when he died of scarlet fever in 1845.
Dáibhís had suffered from recurring bouts of scarlet fever and died at his mother's home on Baggot Street on 16 September 1845. He was not yet 31, watched by the morning poor of the Liberties. A huge gathering of Ireland's finest patriots followed his coffin to the Mount Jerome where he was buried.
Give your faithful servant Thomas Osborne Davis peace, rest and gladness, raising him to a new life in your kingdom. Lord graciously hear us.
Errol's noble son, taken too soon. Yesterday, Reza Am.
Dáibhís was our true leader. Much that has happened in Ireland is to be better than her past. Thanks to Thomas. God rest his soul.